My vote's being usurped too.
Let us praise Dave Bing. I know that there are many people who dislike what he has done, who are not satisfied with his current leadership, but let us praise Dave Bing for bringing integrity back to the mayor's office, for bringing a sense of what is right to that job. Now, we don't know if he's going to run again. Probably unlikely that he will. But at
integrity would have kept him, would made him keep his promise that he was not going to take a salary. That would have been integrity. Let me tell you, you're barking at the wrong tree. Integrity would have made him not jump ship on the city council during this. He should at least put up some sort of fight and stood with the city council. That's not integrity. And in terms of excitement for this election, you know, you say it may be a done deal with the EM. To actually run this city. Yes, they're going to look at the backgrounds of the candidates. All right, actually all four candidates. I mean, because there's some interesting backgrounds.
But so many of them have connections to Kwame Kilpatrick.
And so many of them have connections to the McNamara machine.
Indeed.
All right, I mean, you're going to have to look at both sides. But before we even get to that, you know, Jeff Beasley and company, they should have been watching this. They may be defecating bricks because of this.
Cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks because of this.
Detroit.
Well, no, we're going to, okay, because indeed,
this is the time to run. This is the time to be part of Detroit right now.
Because it is.
Kwame Kilpatrick is done. That era is gone. There's going to be a new era in here. Yes, there may be an emergency financial manager. Probably there will be.
But not forever.
This week.
Not
forever. So now you can be you can have a front row seat to change in Detroit. Actually, I look at this as a positive. The corruption now is gone. The jury has spoken. We've got to move on. This is the time to change. If you want to run for city council, or run for mayor, do it now. This is the time that Detroit will change. Set the seed right
And
now.
the most powerful witnesses in the trial, I think, were Kwame's best friends, Emma Bell and Derek Miller. Not necessarily the big money players, but the people who were closest to him. That, I think, convinced the jury more than anything else.
Well, but you know, when you have the feds on your case, and you're looking down the road at multi-year sentences, cooperation seems to take place.
As you know firsthand.
Well, no, I that's why I spent time in a real prison. Evidently, they didn't think I was the cooperating type. But my point is that in Detroit today, the nullification of the black vote, we are a people that have had the 13th Amendment, 14th Amendment, 15th Amendment, 24th Amendment, and even a Voting Rights Act, just to protect our right to vote, and it's going to be snatched. Detroit is going to become a national and international issue. It's going to blow up more than anyone here believes. Right. That slowdown on the highways, that's just the beginning of civil disobedience. The Voting Rights Act only came after the Pettus Bridge was shut down and black marchers were beaten back. We've got a bridge. It ain't the Belle Isle Bridge we're talking about.
Federal intervention may be near. Who knows? All right. Everyone has an opinion. What do you think about all this? Do you agree with the verdict? Should Kwame Kilpatrick and Bobby Ferguson have gone straight to prison? More reaction when Let It Rip returns.
Disney on Ice presents Dare to Dream. See the ultimate...
Like that Facebook post. You know, I think the importance of having a trial rather than having a plea is to lay bare how things work in Detroit. The people who weren't charged, we know in order to have a bribe, you have to have somebody who pays it as well as somebody who takes it. And if we only go after the corrupted and don't go after the corrupter, we will be back here again. Mark my words.
I just feel that there's nothing to rejoice about. I believe that when you wallow in a cesspool of corruption, this is what happens to you personally. But even as I feel the pain of the Kilpatrick family, I also feel a greater shame and pain for Detroit. Detroit deserved much better than some of us have given it, including myself.
And you are a changed man, I hope.
Of course.
Okay. Just asking.
Change the socks.
The harshest sentence today was given to Bernard Kilpatrick. He was the maestro, he built his son, and now his son is going to jail. That man will have to live for that for the rest of his life, and that is the harshest sentence given today. And it's a horrible lesson. You had the son of a second-generation constructor, Bobby Ferguson, gone to jail today. He had money before all this. You had a son of a guy that, you know, was in politics. He built his son, and now he's gone to jail. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy on one end. I really feel for Mr. Kilpatrick because I don't know how he survives it.
I pray for the children of the Kilpatrick family and for the Ferguson children. They are innocent in all this. And let us all pray for the city of Detroit.
The jury did its job today. The jury did its job today. We've got to move on, and today is a new day.
A new day. Gentlemen, thank you. And we thank you for watching this special edition of Let It Rip.